Thank you, Lillian, and good morning. As was stated, my name is Deborah Campbell, and I serve as the city manager of Asheville. As usual, I want to start by thanking everyone in the community for your continued support and your ongoing efforts to contribute to our community's recovery from Tropical Storm Helene. Today marks 317 days since Tropical Storm Helene impacted our community. Today, I will have brief updates on a number of initiatives. The Urban Land Institute's panel advisory presentation, an update on our temporary activation program, storm debris removal efforts within the city limits, municipal golf course temporary use and long-term restoration, a new artist vendor pilot program, the regional housing assessment upcoming event, and lastly, an update on the return of Greyhound bus service to our community. Last week, the city of Asheville hosted a panel of national experts in land use planning, economics, and sustainability from the Urban Land Institute, or ULI. The purpose of this panel's visit was to study Asheville's progress in recovery so far and develop recommendations for the city to consider as part of its long-term recovery plan. The panelists were briefed by staff using information drawn from a variety of sources, including the public engagement that was conducted as part of the county's Envision Buncombe survey, the CDBG-DR action plan development, and the city's recovery priorities survey. Over the course of the week, panelists had the opportunity to meet with many members of the Asheville community who shared their unique perspectives and feedback on the impacts of Helene, as well as their hopes for the future. On Friday, after 5 days of data gathering and assessment, the ULI panel shared some of their preliminary findings and recommendations at a public presentation, which was recorded live and is available to watch on the City of Asheville YouTube channel. Some of the key themes we heard were around economic diversification and resiliency, careful land use planning in our floodplains, and the important role that affordable housing in Asheville plays in the overall economic health of our region. Over the next 3 months, their findings will be drafted into a final report and will be posted to our recovery website at www.ashevillerecovers.org later this fall. Staff will be reviewing the recommendations and discussing with council the key strategies and recommendations, if any, that should be included and considered to assist in our long-term recovery. I want to take this opportunity to again thank the ULI Foundation and our local sponsors for their generous support in bringing this panel to Asheville at no cost to city taxpayers. Next, a quick reminder for volunteer and community groups who have ideas to help our public spaces recover. The city's temporary activation program, or TAP, was activated in May of this year to help streamline the review process for proposals such as stream bank restoration, invasive species removal along waterways and in public spaces, native plantings in the right-of-way, temporary signage, and cleanup activities. So far, the TAP team has approved 12 projects that were proposed by groups like Asheville Middle School, River Arts District Artists, and the Kenilworth Conservation Collective. We encourage anyone who is interested in learning more to visit www.ashevillerecovers.org/TAP, T-A-P, or emailing questions to tap@asheville.nc.gov. And now a brief update on storm debris removal. As of today, 884,755 cubic yards of storm debris have been collected across the city of Asheville. 300,760 cubic yards of debris have been collected from our waterways, and 945 properties within city limits have had debris removed through the private property debris removal program. The city is grateful for the strong collaboration with the Corps, whose teams swiftly addressed and removed storm debris that posed an immediate threat to public safety. With their mission now almost complete for complete for waterways and right-of-way within the city limits. The city will continue recovery efforts in partnership with state contractors and support a full cleanup of city parks and city property. At this time, state contractors are focusing work in the following areas: Richmond Hill Park, which began on June 26, and Riverside Cemetery, which began on July 22nd. State contractors completed debris removal along the Reed Creek Greenway on July 18th. As always, I want to thank our partners at the federal, state, and local level that have tirelessly helped us clean up our city. And now an update on our treasured municipal golf course. The city has reached another milestone in infrastructure recovery by awarding a contract to design the restoration of the municipal golf course to Biohabitat of North Carolina. As a unique and historic public asset, the municipal golf course will largely be restored to its pre-storm state. However, this project will go a step further, integrating the city's commitment to a coordinated and resilient rebuilding strategy. The project will honor the course's historic architecture and enhance its resilience by integrating ecological and engineering strategies. In the meantime, the back 9 holes are open for regular play, and the front 9 holes have been transformed into a championship-length 18-hole temporary disc golf course, now open for paid tee time reservations and walk-ins. The municipal golf course is just the first of several larger storm recovery projects underway. In August, City Council will consider approval of a design team for the French Broad Riverfront Parks Recovery Project, followed by the Azalea Parks and Infrastructure Recovery Project in September. More information on this project can be found by visiting www.publicinput.com/muni-golf-restoration. And now I'll provide an update on a new artist vendor pilot program. The city of Asheville is kicking off an artist vending pilot program this month at the vacant property located at 68 Haywood Street. We're partnering with local artists and entrepreneurs. Our entrepreneur, Andrew Montree of Muddy Knees Design. Andrew has produced Asheville Art in the Park, Impact Square for over 10 years. Outdoor vending opportunities will align with indoor events happening at Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, tapping into the high foot traffic those events bring. Just across the street from the center, the 68 Haywood location sees a steady flow of pedestrians during event weekends, making it an excellent spot for pop-up vendors. Registration is only $50 per day with a guarantee that artists sell at least $50 or they get the next vending date for free. This program has come together in part thanks to the TAP program that I mentioned earlier, which is approving a volunteer-led project to temporarily move the chain link fence 15 feet from the sidewalk. This adjustment will allow for vending spaces to be located along the edge of the property, making it more accessible and inviting for guests and vendors during the pilot project. The pilot program will run from August 23rd to September the 27th, with artists availability Friday through Sunday, each weekend during the pilot program dates. To learn more, email Andrew at AshevilleArtinthePark.com or call, 828-582-2112. I'm almost finished, y'all. As a reminder, there will be a regional housing needs assessment Q&A on Tuesday, August 26th, where Patrick Bowen of the Bowen National Research will present the findings on the latest regional housing needs assessment. This will be an informative and engaging event to discuss our region's housing landscape. The event will take place at the Blue Ridge Community College, Thomas Auditorium, 180 West Campus Drive, Flat Rock, North Carolina, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The public is welcome to attend and ask questions regarding the housing assessment. And finally, an update on Greyhound bus service. Greyhound bus service has resumed with service in downtown Asheville nearly a year after it was suspended due to Hurricane Helene. The relaunch marks a major step forward in restoring vital transportation access for Asheville and surrounding communities. Riders will have access to 2 routes, which are operated by Greyhound Bus, that provide daily service to Charlotte, Raleigh, Winston-Salem, and other cities across the state and nation. Passengers can book tickets and learn more about Greyhound service by visiting greyhound.com or on the Greyhound mobile app. The city is excited to welcome Greyhound back to Asheville and to have them connected directly to our downtown transit center. As a reminder, there is only one council meeting this month. The next city council meeting will be held on August the 26th. Community members can attend the meeting in person or watch online through the city's YouTube channel. And lastly, I'd like to thank our mayor, our city council, our local, federal, and state partners, and our community for your continued support. Thank you also to our city staff. We continue to make steady progress, and we remain committed to building back better. Thank you.